Yo, free game Fridays. Y'all check in. What up, everybody? Trav, you want to come in? Trav? All right. Hey Trav, do me a favor. Send that video to my text message real quick, so I can pull it up, bro. That we just was talking about right now. Hold on, I'll do it. Well, whoever do it first. I'm just waiting for my brother LDA. I'm giving him a second. All right. Come on in. You ready? I send it, Trav. Good evening, everybody. Free Game Friday. So this is your chance to get all your questions answered. I just woke up. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I just got my ass up. We gonna do it like this. No, matter of fact, we could do it. LDA, what's going on, big bro?
What's going on?
I find it funny that you seen that show, man. They've been doing all this banging. Now I'm up here. Now it's quiet. I was ready for the noise and shit. And now they ain't even out there. So I think it was prepared. Sometimes you get prepared for stuff just for it to come and it don't happen.
Right.
So yeah, it's Free Game Fridays, y'all. So this is the time where y'all can get your questions out without super chatting it. So you guys get the questions in and we'll do some live consulting. You know what, Lawrence?
Yeah.
I've been thinking we've been doing it on accident. But I think this is a good format where we beam somebody up and help them every time. We did it a few times, but I think that's the vibe. So I feel like from now on in, ladies and gentlemen, if you got a real issue, either reach out to me or LDA, and then like if somebody reach out to you to LDA and you think it's worth something, or if I come up with something and it's worth something, let's do it. How you feel about that?
That'll work. I might. So today, what I'll do today, because I really don't have a topic. I don't. Even on my show, I continue it and do Beam Up Friday.
Right. But this is the catch. It got to be a real issue. So if you like, not no shit like, hey, bro, I'm going 0 for 5 at the club. Can I beat him up? And like, not that kind of shit. Like, you know, it got to be a real situation that is worth having two consulting guys help it, not just, hey, bro, my girl leaving me on red. How can I read? Like, we ain't beaming you up for that type of shit.
Yeah, I ain't gonna do that. Sorry, ain't gonna happen. Let me turn my lights. All right.
Yeah. So that's the disclaimer. So it's like a drawing. So you may not get picked. Your story got to be good. So like, if you want a free consultation, just don't when you DM me, don't just say DM me. Let me get a free one. Like you got to give me your story. So from now on, if y'all want a consultation and you want to be cheap, then just DM me and maybe you'll be on Free Game Fridays with me and my brother. But it got to be a situation, bro. Not
matter of fact,
not your dog ran away. How can you get over it? Like that's
right.
Sorry, bro. I don't know.
My cat left last night. What do I do?
Oh yeah, bro. I can't stop eating donuts at midnight, bro. Can I come have a consult? No, nigga, you can't.
I'm doing it now. I'm putting up my show now. Beam Up Friday.
Yeah, because it's really good. I like it. It's fun.
It gets and then too. Oh, I forgot I got my camera on. God dog it.
You can do nothing crazy.
I didn't. Let me find it. Let me do this. Oh yeah, Friday.
The like button. So let's get the first question out of here. Let you know what? Let's just start it off what we was talking about.
You want to do it?
Hold on. Let me pull this video up.
Oh my God! Here we go.
All right. I won't do it then.
Go ahead, man. They ain't ready for it, man. We were going in. I love.
We were just having a debate, me and my Motu brothers, about is Michael Jackson, not was he gay, but was he smashing? And my whole thing was, you don't want me to pull up the video or no?
Yeah, you can pull it up. I don't care. It don't bother me. But only thing about it, the copyright strike when the music come on.
Nah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see what kind of questions first chat. Let's see if we get some questions from Mike was smashed. Mike Blackjack said Mike was smashing. I'm saying Mike wasn't smashing shit, bro. I'm saying that just because he was famous. See, people be thinking like he a virgin. Like, no, I don't think he was a virgin, but he wasn't smashing all like that, bro. He was smashing when he was young. He was smashing during Off the Wall. He was getting chicks Club 54. He was getting chicks Thriller, and he was getting chicks Jackson 5, because you know them older brothers, they were in their teenagers, they was having orgies and stuff, so they was dragging his ass along because he was the most famous one. So that he was having sex when he didn't even want to have sex. He was just trying to trying to be there. But then you know what? He did smash Diana Ross. He had a thing for like motherly like women. He liked the old chicks.
Well, from what the video said, he smashed. I'm
gonna say he ain't higher than 50, bro.
He went after Stephanie Mills because what she said in the video was she asked that she said Michael was a good kisser. So they asked, he was a good kisser, but where did he kiss? She said, well, where do you think he kissed? He's on down the road.
Yeah.
I
think he was having sex with women because of his fame early on. But once he got so famous and he can kind of get away and do whatever he wanted to do, he didn't have to be a player. He could just be Michael Jackson. See, sometimes you, even like me, like if I'm in a group and all these guys are smashing chicks, then I feel like, well, if I'm around them, I gotta smash chicks too. But then he got to a point where he's famous. He didn't have to do what everybody was doing or everybody expected him to do. I'm Michael Jackson. I do me. But it took him to elevate to that status. You know, like off the wall, he was famous, but that was like he was platinum. Thriller and shit made him a superstar. So at that point, it's like it don't really matter who he's smashing because he's icon. But I think when he was younger, he was doing that shit because it's like that's what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? But as he got older, he like shit. I ain't gotta chase hoes. I'm Michael Jackson. I think he got his kicked off. Matter of fact, Michael Jackson. I'm a state of fact. You guys don't have to believe this fact. Michael, I can just tell from his mannerisms and how he interact with women when I see he got his kick off of how famous he was. Like that's how when women fate and shit, like he get his nut like that. Like that was his nut. Like I'm this famous that I ain't gotta talk or touch these hoes and they fall out. And I think he got his nuts like that. Because how do I know this? Because I get nuts off certain shit that I deal with women that's not sex. I deal with women and bust nuts without having sex with them. You know what I'm saying?
You might say Brooke Shield, yes, Stephanie Mills.
He popped about 50.
Yeah.
He popped about 50.
What's going on, Unique 79? What's going on, Joe Blas? What's going on with Alpha Brick? Alpha Brick. Yeah. So yeah.
I know y'all like listening to us talk, but let me just say this. This is my brother. I talk to him every day. Don't get caught up in our conversation. I know it's good, but this is for you guys. Y'all always do this. What don't they always do this?
Right.
This is Free Game Fridays. Y'all just chatting along and listening to us. No. Y'all supposed to ask questions about other stuff. And then that's what y'all do. Ain't no half stepper.
Liz Taylor, I don't know. He did like Liz Taylor a lot.
She probably took his virginity because she was a freak, bro. She was a hoe. She was one of the finest hoes ever. And what I mean by finest hoes is,
she was kind of class to her, you know.
No, I'm just saying, like, because she was like just like her. Like people be remembering her. Oh, look at Cleopatra, Liz Taylor. Liz Taylor was one of the finest women, bro. Look at her when she was young. Don't look at her when she was wearing all that jewelry and shit when she was like 60. No, when Liz Taylor, but she went through, you know how many husbands she went through? She was a man eater, bro.
All right, let's get the World Rumble.
Thank you. Oh, thank you for the super chat. Hold on, bro. It's Free Game Fridays. What the fuck? Y'all ain't asked one question yet. We can do this all day. This is for you guys right now.
What's going on, everybody, man? We actually, we have Free Game Friday. We did
like perfect. Like Marilyn Monroe, like she was beautiful, but she was a slut. Some women have sex. Some women are in the sex, bro, where they need new bodies and sex all the time. I dealt with women like
crazy. Marilyn Monroe was crazy. She used to sleep in the bed and not clean the bed and have food in the bed. Like if you read her story, she was crazy, bro. Like a lot here. I can't be here too long, but here's what I want to say about MJ. This is what I think about him.
Why we hiding ourselves this morning? What's the
MJ?
I'll never rock the hood, but today I'm rocking the hood.
I always do. MJ was a very good kid. And I think he was the most talented and also the most naive and the nicest kid in the family. What Joe Jackson was a motherfucker, bro. He was whooping their ass, making them great. And I've seen the documentaries like at 5 years old, MJ was already a professional performer. He was the best. So he had the most pressure on him. So with that said, Michael was a good kid that never had a childhood. And then he used to get picked on a lot for having acne, having a big nose and all that. So even though he was the best, he emotionally wasn't the strongest of the family. He was probably emotionally the weaker of the family. So with that said, I think you are right that early on he was a little more active. But once he started doing Heal the World and all that, Michael was very naive and childlike. And to some people, they read that as pedophile energy. I don't think he was a pedophile. I think he generally was just a very good guy that got very twisted in the head and got very famous and kind of didn't know how to deal with that with his personality. He was too nice for that. Yeah, we were talking about Prince. If Prince was at the level of Michael Jackson fame, half this population of the world would be Prince's kids.
I only debate one issue.
Hey, LD, that's your shit?
No, it's somebody else I bought. It's called Mind Your Business. So I always like to support people.
Oh, I thought you was premiering your new merch.
No, not yet.
You see, this is confidence. Look, I look like a reading Red Riding Hood, the blue edition, but I don't care. That's the whole thing. Y'all can clown me, I still feel good.
I only would debate Trav what he said would that
get the likes up. It's at 14 too. Get the likes up.
I only would debate Trav on one thing for us with the naivety, how naive Michael was. I think that was all a show because I just heard a story just this week on how he sunned his older brother, Jermaine Jackson, about a record that he was going to come out, that Jermaine was going to come out dissing him in so many words. And Michael said, don't do it, man. So they had a talk. They were fueling back and forth. And I think Teddy Riley and somebody else was in between it. No, LA and Babyface was in between it. So the brothers went to go talk with their mother. They sort of resolved it. But Jermaine wanted to keep going with it. Mike said, look, man, don't do it. So the record got released to one record station. Mike said, look, y'all might want to pull that down. So Jermaine was like, no, keep it going. You ain't never heard that record since. Michael pulled it. So I think Michael he played that whole thing of being naive and that he don't know what's going on, but he was gangster.
In the music industry, he was definitely gangster. All of them are. Michael Jackson buying people's. He bought the Beatles catalog under their back. He was like, and then did it because that's how. I think Michael Jackson, when it came to music and stuff, he wasn't naive. When it came to in music, he was a genius. But I think outside of that, people interaction and stuff, he was so good at music that it stunned him in other parts of his life. That's what I think. There's always a good and a bad with everything. Just like Kanye West is really good with certain things, but he's a weirdo, bro. But Kanye West definitely don't get women like that. He's worse than Michael Jackson.
Good example. Because look, thank you, Trav. Perfect example. Because Kanye, because Kanye West, it's like when he was starting to be famous, he was embracing who he was supposed to be. Who this nigga is right now, that's who he was. That's who he was deep inside the whole time. He just got famous enough to where he can embrace who he really was. Because before Rockefeller, I gotta be a player. I gotta be like that. So you know what I'm saying? And I can relate to it because I was like that. When I was younger, I was having sex with a lot of women, but it was fueled from the dudes who I was around because we was all doing it. But it really wasn't even my thing like that. But it was so easy. It's like, well, shit, I could play tennis with y'all niggas if y'all want to. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't even, I wasn't even really into it. I mean, I was into it, but I was into it because it was easy. But it was more of a competitive thing amongst us brothers. Like we want to, so what it keep us? So it's just like, my partner, like, oh, nigga, I had a threesome fucking yesterday and I got this new one lined up. What you got? Oh, nothing. No, that's making like, oh, nigga, well, shit. Let me see what I can get. And then there's continuously that. But it wasn't just because I was in need. It was just a thing between us. But then I got to a point like now where I can get on YouTube as a dating coach and tell y'all I'm not fucking with no bitches. I'm on my purpose because I'm embracing myself. I really don't want to do that shit. I can be on here and lie to y'all and be like, shit, I fucked the bitch last night. I ain't fucked nothing last night because I'm doing other shit because I'm comfortable with myself to embrace the shit that I like. You know what I'm saying? I can get to women another day or not. But when that scene, I felt that's what I was supposed to do. And it was easy. And sex feel good, so fuck. Why not do it?
Black Jack said Prince was famous. Yeah, but nobody's fame compared to Mike, bro. There's everybody else like this. Mike is up here, bro.
Yeah, but
That's
Mike didn't like pussy though.
I disagree with that. I disagree. I don't agree. I don't agree with that. I don't agree. No, I don't agree.
I'm not saying you don't like it, like it don't feel good, but liking it means when I say you like it, that means pursue. Like I'm not saying when he put it in, like this doesn't feel good. I don't know.
Okay, all right.
No, I'm saying he don't like it, like he don't want.
I agree with that. But look,
who could I call? Like that's liking it.
Mike didn't have to have no game, bro.
He on a Friday night, Michael Jackson was watching cartoons and shit. He was watching cartoons, eating popcorn.
All Mike had to do was this. All he had to do was that one time, and the draws were dropping, bro. That was a global move right there. That's why I say with Michael, he's a different breed, bro. He's a rare.
But he was a narcissist though. So some guys get their kick off access, bro. It doesn't always get the sex part.
I agree with that too.
It's like I say, when he pull up and bitches is fainting and shit, he done bust 5 nuts. He just ain't fell out off the regular nut. If he see doing all this, he like, I'm fucking God. Like people get God complexes and shit. And he had that where he thought he was above shit. And that's why he used to do the little shit with the kids, because he thought he was above the law. Same thing with R. Kelly. Like that, I ain't gonna get
the same thing. That ain't the same thing.
Yeah, it's not
the same thing.
I think
that's not
MJ,
the same.
honestly, I don't think he messed with them kids. I think honestly, he was so demented because he was so famous and such a high-level performer at such a young age. He generally just wanted to be around children. He was so disturbed and traumatized by Joe Jackson whooping that ass and him being picked on by his family.
And he had security cameras and shit and laser shit for parents. He had laser fucking Mission Impossible lasers in case parents came into the vicinity of his room and shit. That's how, yeah.
I think he just honestly
Mission Impossible. He had Mission Impossible house,
kids. He kicked it with kids. Like he was on his own thing. He was really that heal the world dude, bro. He got to that
with kids, bro, and just did donate to orphans and send kids to Marine World and shit like that. You don't have to kick it with kids and build a fortress and trains and be in there with little kids by yourself, being an old ass man, bro. If you
that was him. He was so thrilled, bro. I really believe that,
bro. It's not normal, bro. It's not like you got family. Your brother's got kids. You can play with that.
No, it's not normal. Period. It's not normal. Period. How you doing it? I don't think he touched them kids like that. It was weird as hell. He was very traumatized, bro. In any other case, I would be like, nah, that's a pedophile. But in Michael's case, nah, I don't think that. He was just very messed up in the head. He was very messed up. That's the thing. Sometimes you could be so good at one thing, it stunts you in other ways of your life. And I think that's just what happened with him.
And hold on real quick. I'm getting pissed off. We've been on here 25. Y'all supposed to ask a question, bro. Like y'all can listen to us talk and type. I'm sorry, we can multitask. While we're talking and shit, I want some fucking shit lined up to answer, bro. Y'all can listen to us and type. I'm looking through this chat. I don't see one question mark, bro. Golly, man. Don't y'all know the routine?
But R. Kelly is a different story now. We brought up R. Kelly. R. Kelly.
Oh, thank you for
RSB. Has definitely taken down more women than MJ, I think. He's still active right now. But R. Kelly is demented, bro. There's a lot of women that like him and they're down with his program, even though, because he's the devil in real life in a lot of ways. The angel, Lucifer was the angel of music, and then that's what happened to R. Kelly. He was abused by his aunt or molested, and he got turned out with the music. And he has definitely hurt some people. I think there are people that lied on R. Kelly, but nah, he hurt people too.
Good
R.
question,
Kelly is a predator, bro. He's the Pied Piper for a reason.
Dark Ninja put a good question.
What is it? I got the y'all didn't hear the sermon the other day. The thumbs down. Remember we talked about that? Don't you remember it pushes my engagements? Y'all didn't even get the lesson still. You still want to do it. Give me some more of them.
You know what's going to happen, right, Alfie and Trav?
What?
What's that?
They going to want to ask questions we about to leave?
No, they asked us a question in there. I just seen a Dark Ninja just posted it. But what's going to happen is somebody's going to copy. Someone's going to copy Michael Jackson conversation. Wow!
Hey, I'm not gonna lie though. R. Kelly had some bad ones that were on that documentary that were talking about like his program and stuff that were coming forward. I was like, damn, bro. I was like, I need to start a cult my damn self. I was like, some of these damn women that were coming through were bad, bro.
I ain't gonna incriminate myself because y'all some haters, not my brothers, but niggas in the chat. But you know how I relate to that? Because some of his strategies I use myself. Now I ain't gonna say which ones. But I like that's mind fuck shit. He good with that. I know certain stuff. I got a dark side to me. So it's I don't fuck with little girls. I don't pee on the girls either, but it's certain little things that he's done, and I've done that shit. Like I totally get the power of certain his see, I don't know. It's like, yeah, I was like, damn, this nigga know what the fuck how to do shit. Even though he was nasty as hell, you still can't his mind because you got it just like that. Like people who are famous as R. Kelly, but it's the way he ran his program was different. It wasn't just fame. He actually, I'm gonna just put it. R. Kelly was a pimp, bro. He was a pimp that happened to be famous. Let's just put it out there. And I'm not saying pimp as in like 50 cents, like I am a motherfucking PI. No, like he was a real pimp, like a real one. Y'all don't. It's like you got to see it. Like he was a real pimp. He was a thing for little girls, but he was no. And I ain't never heard nobody like he was a real pimp, but he just been famous the whole time. Just like Snoop was a real pimp before. Pimp was a real and Pimp was a real pimp. Not Snoop was a real pimp after fame, not before fame. After fame, because of the access. You know what I'm saying? Like if you a certain type of person, you could just see it like that. Like R. Kelly was a pimp, but I'm not. What I'm saying is I'm not saying like a pimp. Like I don't want you to give not a pimp like. Nigga, I'm a pimp, I'm a player. No, I mean like a real like pimp. Like you came home late, get the belt. Like that's pimp type shit. That's how pimps run their hoes. He run his program like a pimp. But I'm emphasizing because when we say pimp, y'all be thinking like y'all think pimp and player is the same thing. Like, oh, he was a pimp, like he was doing this. No, I mean like he was a pimp like Dolomite, like he was a Iceberg Slim, like real pimp. Cause the certain shit you don't do for dating. I'm putting y'all on game. If you see a dude run this program, like that's not for dating shit. You don't put women on timeout and put them in cage. That's not dating shit. That's pimp type stuff, bro. That's not regular nigga shit. So you're pimping. He was pimping, bro.
That's a lot of BDMS stuff. You got 2 questions in the chat room, my good brother.
Oh, okay. When is the right time to settle down and plan it? You ain't got. Did you have to talk with the girl? Oh, Trav, you wasn't in there. Was you, Trav? I know LDA was in there.
The one yesterday where the guy was like talking about getting married at 26 or whatever.
You gotta know you gotta do what's right for you, bro. But I would say don't be under like you gotta be grown. Like don't be falling in love at 21 and thinking you know shit. You don't know nothing. So
I say nothing like 40.
I would say 30 is a good age to start thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? Because look, bro, because when I was 30, I'm a totally different person than now. But when I was 30, you couldn't tell me that I wasn't gonna change. When I was 30, you couldn't tell me that I wasn't gonna stay that person. That you couldn't convince, and now I'm a whole different person. So that's the thing, because you got to realize the reason why getting married young is a bad thing is because you're growing and changing with that person. So they're not going to be the person who you fell in love with. Not out of asshole, but out of default, because you grow and you like different shit, but people be expecting for people to stay where they met. Like, okay, if Trav met his girlfriend when she was 18, well, at 18, she said she might have wanted to be a dentist. But when she get 24, she might be like, you know what? I like dogs now. I want to be a veterinarian. Shit changes. So you kind of want to be old enough for both of y'all to kind of have went through enough life and really be set on how y'all are. That's what I say.
I'm going to drop this in here too. You could do everything right. And if the person you're with is not elevating with you, that can strike you out too. Because my situation was my ex got jealous of me. I didn't do anything wrong. She couldn't keep up her end of the bargain. And instead of accepting responsibility, she tried to flip it on me instead of taking accountability. So you don't know people until you go through certain situations. We were together for 7 years. But when we moved in together and one storm hit, you don't know people until situations happen. Thanks. That first storm happened and it totally changed a whole 7 years of compliance.
Hold on. This is a good question. It's an easy question, but a good question. Y'all
Let
make sure
me
y'all like the video.
let me
Y'all
answer
make sure y'all doing that super chat.
let me answer the question. Let me answer the question.
Or
No,
different.
the one y'all were just talking about.
Oh,
So I would say I would agree with 30 and up. The reason why I say that, because a lot of times, and I'm saying from experience, and I'm also saying from just watching life, a lot of times guys don't know that they're out of their player stage and they're talking about settling down. So when they sort of try to settle down, that player stage has not been thoroughly taken out of them. And so
It
now
happened to me, bro. I get it. It happened to me. When I said the times I was being in the relationships, I wasn't ready for it, bro. I was just like, I'm getting older and I want a family, and everybody else. I kind of got pressured into relationships because I wanted to feel normal. I tell you niggas, I've never been like that, but I got tired of people thinking like you can't do it. So I would just do it to contribute to other people. Like I can be normal and I can have rotations, but I can be normal like you niggas and have a girlfriend too. But it really wasn't me, but I was kind of just doing it to feel normal and just to show other people like I can do y'all shit too.
Right.
But it wasn't for me though, it was for other people. You know what I'm saying? And I'm being totally honest.
But that's being completely honest of where you at. And the reason why I said that, because I did get married, but I was still in my single mindset. You have to be in the mindset that you are ready and that there's no one else. And that means that doesn't mean that you don't see other women. It means that this is what you're going to do. Because what we don't value on this side, and I'm going to talk to you men, is you don't value commitment. First, commitment to yourself, and then the commitment that you make it to the woman. So that's a problem right there in itself. So doing that is important. So why are you saying, I think a man should wait till he's at least 30 plus to say he wants to settle down? Get that stage out of you of being what? Being with all these women and all like that. And then you got to think about who are you around? You got to be in the right environment that promotes marriages. If you're still hanging around your player friends and your this kind of friends, your marriage is going to go left. Take it from experience. You got to be in an environment that promotes where you're trying to go. So settling down and doing that has to be an effort that starts in you, a commitment to you, but your environment has to promote it. Just my thoughts on it. I'm not against it. I think men should settle down and get married. That's just my thing. But you need to be in an environment that promotes it. It is important. If you want to, Trav would contest to this. If you're around an environment where everybody just eating crazy and doing whatever they want, you need to be around an environment where you're lifting weights and people are eating correct, because what it promotes the habits that you want to promote to get you to where you need to be at. A lot of times, a lot of guys are in wrong environments and they wonder why they don't have success in relationship or even success with women if they're not looking for relationships.
Real quick, Bobby Ray said, what's the difference between R. Kelly and Hugh Hefner? Nothing, bro. No offense. Pimping is only bad when black people do it. Hugh Hefner was a pimp. It's simple as that. It's just when white people do it, they a businessman. And that's not like no shade, because I know it's all racists who watch me, but this is just the real life. When white people do it, they businessman. If I'm a white dude, what's the white dude who had the bunny ranch and shit? Oh, he was a businessman. He wasn't no pimp. But when the black dudes do it, we pimps because we're controlling. We want to, it's just, am I lying? This is how it is. So if white person doing the same thing, oh, he's a businessman. He runs a business. But I'm a black dude, I'm a pimp, even though we do the same shit. So there ain't no difference between them.
Hey, let me add what LDA has said, because I want to say this is me from personal experience about the marriage thing early. And this one kind of it pissed me off, and now it's put me in a weird spot in life. I was a one-woman guy.
Get the likes to 30, fool. What's up?
I was very disciplined. I had chances to do run like trains or do stuff like that. I still wouldn't do that. It's not my thing. But I would pass a lot of stuff up. I wanted to be a good girl, right? But in my dating experience, as I got really into more and more women, all women get down, bro. You ain't gonna find a woman that's squeaky clean. They've done some wild stuff. So I would say live it out, because what'll happen is you'll think that you're trying to find some girl that's clean and hasn't done this, and that. Maybe you'll find it, but you'll get kind of pissed because you're like, okay, I disciplined myself. I did this good guy thing, but these women that I want to settle down with, they seem like it. But then when I get their history, they've done wild stuff in their past, like how men have. So now you're like, okay, for me, I'm like, well, why did I do that? I just wasted time. So now I'm in a position where I'm in my 30s and I'm kind of just on my single player life and getting my rocks off because I'm like, well, all y'all been doing it. Why am I going to be boo-boo the fool and wife up these girls after they're doing their thing? This ain't the 1950s and 60s and 70s. This is the 21st century. Women want to get down like men, bruh. A lot of these women have had orgies, done threesomes, done stuff like men. So my thing is like, don't be so quick to settle down and think that that's what it is. Or they might do that with you. They break up with you. They meet the next guy, and that next guy turns them out. So you decide what you.
Let me ask you a personal question, Trav. I don't want to ask Lawrence unless if you want to piggyback off it, then you can. But I don't want to put you out there like that. So being older, Trav, would you still double team a chick, or are you past that?
I can't be in the room with another guy, bro. I can't do that.
That's not my bad.
No, I can't. I can't do it.
Hit from the back and get. Well, have you even done that? If you never even done that, I'm asking the wrong question. Because when you're younger, that was.
I could have though, but I didn't want to do it. I thought it was weird.
Because I did it before.
Threesome, but I can't. I could do multiple women. I can't even do an orgy, bro. I couldn't be in a room where I'm hitting, but there's other guys hitting. That I can't do that.
It's weird because I went and I was like, this shit is too Greek for me.
That's just me. I can do more than one woman at a time, but I have to be by myself. I can't be with other men or orgies or nothing like that. And bruh, there's people I know who have seen their woman get dug out by other guys in an orgy and then they married them. I'm like, what? I was like, I couldn't do that, bro. Like, I saw you getting smashed off by other dudes. Like, that's just me, bro. I can't do that.
Hold on. Jonathan W. have a question. And RSB, you want a super chat party. I don't do parties after like the second one, bro. That ain't a party. A party is like more than 3. That's just we hanging out with the super chats. There's only 2 of us. We just 3 it gotta be a conversation. So after the next one is a super chat party, not 2, bro. If I did super chat parties after each super chat, then we wouldn't even have time to talk. So just to let y'all know that I didn't ignore you, but it's not like the first shot. It got to be some. So y'all, when you want a super chat party, somebody you got to drop one. But my man Jonathan says, excuse me, what is the best to friend zone after you? I guess you mean what's the best way to friend zone a chick after you smash? I'm not interested in this chick romantically after we messed around, but she still has value in other ways and energy. Tell her you love her, and then you won't live without her, and then that's it. She gonna be like, get the fuck out of here. That's all you gotta do. Tell her you love her, and you know what, baby, I was thinking. So you don't even like her, so it's gonna be weird because you don't even know her like that. So just be like, damn, baby, I can't live without you. She's gonna be she's gonna be morph into that. That's it. She ain't gonna like it because it's too early, and she's gonna think you're creepy by saying that. You see, Jonathan?
She's going to float right away. I was just thinking about you the other day, how pretty your eyes are and how those thighs look. Oh, you did?
That's why, Lawrence, Trav, both of y'all, that's why it's funny. Like, even like women who I deal with, who watch my content, they be thinking like, oh, you guys talk shit. All women ain't like that. And these y'all theories, but how come we all have these same experiences? Because y'all in denial because women are like that. Oh, y'all just said no, bro. When you be on chicks like that, they don't like it. Don't be like, oh, well, I want to do that. No, you don't, because you have had that and you don't like it. So you be in conflict with your own thoughts. This is red pill shit is real. And like I just said, I'm not just saying I'm super rich, but I'm saying that the female, it's a real thing. The women get on here and be like, oh, that they doing that. But trust me, if you really be honest with yourself, you have went through these situations with dudes.
I mean, it's not 100%. We're not saying that it's like that, but it's a majority and many that get down like that. Like, for real, if you're around a bunch of them, because there are certain women that do.
We shouldn't all be able to agree as men on shit that women do, and we're from all different places and all. How is that? How is that we can say this and everybody in the chat know exactly what we mean? Because we all do with women and women all do the same shit. But when women listen to it, they be like, they talking shit about, no, this is, but the shit we talk about, how come we all experienced it? Because it's the real life.
Or you gotta have
am I lying or am I not lying?
Yeah, it's
Trav,
real.
bro, am I lying?
You're not lying. Or you have to have enough value to where they see you like this. Because something that I'll do is like with some of the women I've done that with, like number one, you have to have value. So they have to see you as, okay, this guy is different, right? So if they're doing things with you, they haven't, well, they say, but if they say they're doing things with you, they haven't done with other men and all that, you have a place on them. You've imprinted them a little bit. Me, I'm a little more direct sometimes. And I just say, look,
Yeah,
I like you. We're cool, but maybe it's something in your past you told me about or something like that. I'm not there with you. But if you want to rock with me, we could do this and do that. But the treatment and the time and the experience you give them is so good, they don't want to lose that. And they'll also give themselves false hope because then they go, now you're a challenge. Now what I can do. So how you gauge it is if you tell them like, hey, like look at a picture of them back in the day and they used to be thicker. And you'll be like, oh, you look good when you were a little thicker. Like, you know, what happened? You know, blah, blah. If they start saying, oh, you want me to get thicker? Oh, you want me to do this? That means they're trying to capture you in. So you got the little carrots to dangle. So you do that. But again, they have to see you as higher value than most other guys that they come across. If you're just a regular dude to them, and maybe it's even just good sex, but you're not tapping this, it ain't gonna fly like that.
Good point.
Hey Lawrence, now you don't want to tag this, but I'm just thinking maybe this can be a teachable moment for the cats because BC says, are there any men in the chat who are open to get any divorced men?
Oh yeah, I can talk about it.
Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. Like you guys be thinking, and then maybe could you kind of just do me? I'll be go get some coffee, Lawrence. Can you kind of combine that answer with this one? Because what's your definition of red pill? Because people think it's not what people keep. It started off real. But I think too many people got into it and it kind of got confusion of what it really is.
Go ahead. Yeah. So what do you think the definition? What do you go with the definition of red pill? Because I know what I'm going to say.
What do I call red pill?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just reality. Yeah. And I think red pill is fluid. Like it's not like it's always been like this and it'll always be like that. It's just seeing the reality for what it is. Right. So I had to look at reality with myself. So like with how I see it. Again, I was the goody two shoes, one woman guy. But most women that I've been with have dated thugs, drug dealers, done threesomes, been a part of an orgy, done some wild stuff. And because they're comfortable enough with me, they admit these things. So with me, I wanted a virtuous woman that was like Claire Huxtable. There's not many of those out there. So I had to look at reality and say, okay, you're being boo-boo the fool trying to put this Claire Huxtable thing on every woman, even though she looks like it on paper. So you got to decide how you want to react to that. If you want to accept that and still do the normal thing, that's cool. If you want to move differently according to the reality of how it is, that's cool. Also, with that said, love is not what you think it is. Women don't love you the same way you think. There are some women that truly love, but a lot of women are in love with themselves first, and they love you because you do something for them, not because of you. So you decide if you want to be with a woman based on that fact now. Does she love you because of what you're doing? Then guess what? You got to keep doing what you're doing and run a program tight to keep her in line. But she can go at any time. So you got to decide, do you want to have a family and do that? Do you want to lock her down knowing that she don't love you like you think? It's not unconditional like you think? That's what you got to decide.
So I agree with what you said, Trav. I would say red, and I'm going to answer that question about marriage. I believe that red pill for me, how I defined it, is this: how reality really is. How reality really is. I think what happens is the reason why we get the analogy, because it's just an analogy, but people have turned it into an occult or told it into people over here believe in this. Red pill is when what is this? Go ahead, you might go to get the super chat in.
RSB is fucking hilarious with his super chats, bro. He is the most shameless. I love it though. Don't stop, because it tickles me every time. Just make it your thing now. Another super chat for my success. I'm at 900. That's okay. Appreciate him. Let's get him to 1,000. Let's have a super chat party. Super chat party. 900 subs. 900 subs. 900 subs. 900 subs. 900 subs. Yeah. Then RSB gonna be like, super chat. By the way, I DM'd AMS. Look out for that collab. Good morning, brother. My nigga is funny as hell with that shit. He is shake. I encourage you to keep doing it because it makes me laugh every time. I think you be trolling me a little bit now, but it's hella funny. Appreciate you. You know I love you, bro. Oh, matter of fact, bro, I'm gonna send you this. I got him yesterday. Text me your address. Shout out to RSB because he getting this. So, and the reason why I'm sending RSB is because I have 5 books and he did a breakdown of all 4 of my books, and I didn't ask him to do that. The first one, the second one, the third one, and the 4th one, and he did, and we did breakdowns on them all and interviews about it. So I told my man when I got my new ones, I was gonna sign him a copy and send it. So text me your address, RSB, because this is yours. Matter of fact, because I appreciate that. Like, you know, cats don't do shit like that. Yeah. So this is yours, RSB. I'm gonna send it off today. And I might even throw some foreign money in there for you. Appreciate you. Yep. And that's love, man. Because he be doing it like you guys. If I ever send you a free audio book, it's because I advocate people to read because people don't. Like, I'm happy if it take for me to put out a book for me to give it to you to read it because you like me, then I'm good with that. You can have a free book because cats don't read no more.
Hey, did you see what True Savage said? That women have a fantasy of being tagged by 2 guys. Most won't act on it, but the fantasy is there. Yes, a lot of women do have that fantasy and told me about it. They like that attention. That is a fact.
Hold on, my coffee in the microwave. Hold on.
There's a girl.
Is there another question in there that I can highlight before I go downstairs? I heard Mia said we all got hoods on. This wasn't purposely. I just came in because I was walking my dog and it's raining outside. Damn, the rain be making you sleep good because I woke up. I felt like I would sleep like 10 hours or some shit. That rain be having your ass knocked out.
Women are weird. Like, they'll say they're not bisexual, but still like certain women at the same time. Like, they'll be like, oh, I had a threesome with 2 girls, but didn't like it. But I know one girl that said that, but was like, oh, but I think young MA is attractive. And I was like, what? And like, you know what I mean? It's like, young MA is weird looking to me, but she's like, nah, she's cute. I was like, if you looked at this girl that said that, you wouldn't expect her to say anything like that.
Right.
So you just don't know, bro. Like, women are more complex. And here's another thing too. When they meet the right guy, a lot of women want to be smutted out. You're not going to maybe think that, but go watch some porn with the woman. Go put on some stuff that's some extra stuff and see how they react to it. You'd be surprised. Once they're open with you, though, they're not going to show that side to every guy. But if you have them open, they really like you like that. Watch some porn and watch some stuff you don't think they'd like. They like that stuff.
That's very true. What happens is I think a lot of guys don't know how to tap into that side of the woman where she's comfortable of expressing her sexuality that she couldn't share with maybe her husband, her boyfriend, or the guy before you. So when you have the right tools and the right mindset to open up her mindset for that, you'll be surprised what women would do. Let me ask you the question that Babe C asked me. Yes, I've been divorced, so I can talk about it. Yeah, I think I would be open to remarrying, but let me put a but there. How I will approach it this time will be completely different. Completely different. Why? I have life experience. I went through some things. I've seen some things. And now I know how to successfully set up my program when a woman comes into my life. So how I will approach it will be completely different than how I was, say, when I did it at 20, I think I was 27, 28 years old. So completely different. So yeah, but women, they do stuff you have no clue. I got I got receipts that I can't share.
Yeah, I mean,
You're not lying either. He ain't capping. Like I can co-sign.
And
I don't even know. Lawrence get chicks, bro. Am I saying too much? Never mind.
You can it's okay. You can let the cat out the bag.
And bruh,
on Lawrence, bro. Like y'all don't even know, bro. And y'all sleep on me because I got levels of game that y'all don't even know about. I can do things with women y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even understand. I really know how to make a woman hop in my window right now if I want to, because I know R. Kelly game.
hey, and bruh, I'm telling you, dude. Like the reason why you have to know this is because you can find out. Like me, I wasn't a guy that was trying to. I used to look at players as bad guys. I used to be so Boy Scout, but women turned me out. I know this stuff because women turned me out. They put me up on game, and I had to face reality. I was the guy that was trying to fight reality for a long time, but I had to face the facts. So it's like, you know what I mean? That's why I say too, with the marriage stuff, being young, like wait, because honestly, you don't want to be in my position. I'm not gonna lie. I do have sometimes a little bit of red pill rage at times, even though I have success with women, because it wasn't the reality I thought life was. If I knew this reality at a young age, and that's how I knew it from a young age, it would probably be different. I wouldn't be tripping. But I have conflicts of if I'll ever have a family or not, knowing what I know now.
Hey,
so
go ahead.
Don't be in my position. Just don't.
Hey, I'm gonna say, shout out to Pharrell for the super chat, bro. Tuition, yeah, y'all pay y'all tuition. It's like y'all getting game, but y'all getting it consistently. Y'all do need to pay. Y'all pay Kevin Samuels tuition, and Kevin Samuels clowning hoes. We actually changing y'all lives. What's more important? I know. Look, I'm not about to clown hoes to get super chats. So just get super chats off of wisdom, bro. That's more important. I know how to clown bitches the best. Trust me. I'll talk slicker than anybody. If I really wanted to go to the dark side, I'll be the best clown women shit and funny and really make y'all go crazy. But I don't want to do that.
You see what B said? She says,
you see what he said? How do y'all vet women you just meet? Do you meet them out first or invite them out first? I told y'all my secret, and I'm going to keep telling y'all. And shout out to my ladies. Shout out to Mystery. I told her this shit. Like, I don't care, bro. A woman is a bitch to me until after a year, bro. Because I don't care what's going on or what I say. It's just all smoke and mirrors until you complete 365 with me. Because I need to know. I need to know when I piss you off, what type of shit you do. When we fucking and seeing each other every day in the honeymoon and we great, then of course you're gonna be giving me cooperation and listening and because you're having a good old time. But when I piss you off, I need to see how you react to getting pissed off. Does you pissed off mean you stalking me, trolling me, trying to fight me? You know, just everything. If I have a bad day, I need to see how you can uplift me and you know what I mean? Like. And it works for me because a lot of women won't make it past that year, and I'll be like, well, cool. I'm glad I didn't invest. Because the problem is people be committing to people before they really know them, and then be disappointed of the results. Oh, damn, my girlfriend, I didn't know she ate so much donuts. Yeah, because you wiped her and made her your girlfriend. If you would have just kicked her with her, you would have seen she ate donuts all night in the bed and shit. But you want her to be your girlfriend, and now you mad. No, you gotta be around chicks for a long time, bro.
I think it comes down to also too. I think a lot of men have not did this, and I talked about this about a year or so ago on my channel. Importance of a man having his program in place in the first place. I think a lot of times guys don't have their programs in place, so when a woman comes along, they're so happy that just a woman came along and to smell their breath or to smell something else, that they forget about the program that they have established. So once you have your programs established, then you begin to challenge the woman. You begin to vet the woman, and then you challenge the woman. Then it leads to whether you're going to have a relationship or how you're going to take it. Because if she doesn't pass the vetting, if she doesn't pass your challenging, why does she qualify even to be in a relationship with you? Right. So, but you determine, because everyone's meter of how they determine how long it's going to take. You determine how long that's going to take when it's comfortable for you. Mm-hmm. Some would say 2 years, some would say a year, some would say 6 months, but you have to determine what it is comfortable for you, because at the end of the day, when you jump off of this YouTube and you're not listening to us, you're going to have to live with her you're going to have to see that wig come off. You're going to have to see that bra on the side of the bed. You're going to have to deal with that. Maybe she got a kid. You're going to have to deal with that cat that's looking at you while you getting it in. You're going to have to deal with it, not us. So you got to know when it's right for you. What we're doing is giving you guidelines or giving you guideposts of saying, hey, you might want to think about this before you go that direction. That's all we're doing. You're going to have to live with it. I can't decide for you. You're going to have to decide, because when that wig come off, if you're dealing with somebody else, you're going to be surprised. So
bro, you know how I learned? I taught myself this lesson. How I learned my lesson, how I came up with the year thing is because I got to a point where as I told y'all when I was earlier, I used to just commit to girls because I thought it was the process for sex. So that was just the thing. So what I learned is when I would be in these relationships, these remedial relationships, I would be thinking like, oh, the woman changes. It's not that she changed. It's that she got comfortable and she's showing me who she was the whole time. She didn't change though. So I realized, oh, okay. So you got to like lay this shit out a little longer so you can see how the woman really is. Cause it's just like you marry a girl and then she stops cooking. A lot of the times the cooperation is for the goal of commitment. You see what I'm saying? They're not even like that. They're just like that to settle you down. And then once they get you, they stop doing it. It's not all of a sudden your girl got lazy. She just wasn't into that shit anyway. It's the same way like you can date a chick and then she can have hella food in her refrigerator when you fuck with her, and then you don't fuck with her, and then she ain't got no food in her refrigerator. See, it's because she was just doing that for you, because she, making shit comfortable for you. And then you were like, what happened? You fell off. No, she didn't fall off. She just ain't fucking with no niggas, so she ain't got to do all that. And shout out to P Dubs. I want to give you a special shout out. P Dubs, you DM me on Instagram. I'm gonna give you a free $250 consultation. Why? Because P Dubs watched every single video, bro. He comment on everything, bro. I mean, every video I drop, I see B Dubs in the comments, bro. It's like I know a lot of y'all like me and y'all watch most of my content, but he watches all of it. So I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all always see P Dubs, and that's what he say. That Pipalicious. I love it, bro.
Let me say this on the flip side of what you just said. The woman, you're right, women do fall off, but what we don't talk about is sometimes the men fall off.
True.
And they get lazy in their program of what they're doing with the woman. So I'm saying that for a reason. I'm saying it for multiple reasons, but many times guys get lax. You know what? She'll be by here, man. It's all good. Don't you think she peeping out what you're doing? It's okay. Man. Hey, I'll call her next. Sometimes men, because they know they have access and they can get it like that, say with a particular woman, they get lazy in keeping the program in place. So it's a two-way street. And I think a lot of guys, she got to do what I say. But are you keeping your end of the bargain and saying, yo, this is how it is? She needs to know that she can find consistency, because in your consistency, she can find security knowing that he ain't going to change. And they know Alfie. The women that you deal with, they know, Alfie is just like this. They know Trav. He's just like this. He don't vary too far. If he does, I got to watch if something is up.
Bro, I'm gonna tell y'all in the chat just a secret. Like, I don't know how to be in a relationship. I know how technically, but it's like even when I meet women, I kind of tell them, hey, I'm not a relationship dude. But women take it as, oh, you just want to keep your options open, huh? And smash other women. And it's like, no, that's not why. It's just because it's too much entitlement for me. Like, I just like doing my stuff, and I know that. See, because I will fall off, but see, the difference, Lawrence, is I won't fall off because I'm content in a relationship. I'll fall off because I'm a Gemini, and sometimes I'm in the shit, and sometimes I'm just not feeling it. I can't stay consistent because I be having too much shit on my mind and too many things that I got in priority. It's hard for me to balance my shit and someone else's shit. It's gonna take a certain type of woman because I don't know how to do it because I've been single for too long. So I'm kind of used to just like put it like this. Like if I want to go to Vegas and meet with y'all, it'll be weird for me to say, baby, you know what? I'm going with the fellas to Vegas. Like, even if she don't care that I go, it's weird to me even kind of putting it out there for her to say if she likes it or not. Like, it's just those dynamics. Like, oh, I don't think what you gonna be like that, all that. I don't like it. Like, I just like doing my stuff. But women always think that, oh, you just want to be single because you want to smash hella women. No, bro. It's just I've been in relationships and they're hard, bro. And you take a lot from you. Like, I just say, like, man, if I have the best day, if fucking AMS shouted me out right today, and then all of a sudden I got an extra 10,000 subscribers, and then I'm like, hell yeah, I can't wait to tell my girl I got my AMS shouted me out. And then, oh babe, my mama died. Well, fuck. Now, see, my shit don't even matter. See, that's relationship type shit. Now I gotta shelf my whole feelings and hold you and see. If I do that, I want to do that because I want to. But when you're in a relationship, that's actually your job. I don't like having that job. I don't like having that responsibility. Like, oh, okay, you my girlfriend. So you my girlfriend. Hey, I'm flat. I'm on 580. Here I come. I want to be like, I don't feel like it because you're not my girlfriend. I don't want to feel like, oh, well, I can't leave her on the freeway because that's my girlfriend, even though I'm sleeping in the bed with my dog and I'm warm as hell. If she a chick I'm fucking with, I can be like, shit, I'm sleeping, not answer. But if she my girlfriend, I can't be her boyfriend and be like, hey, I'm watching TV, figure it out. That's not a good boyfriend. So it's just that type of shit. It's not because I just want to be single because I want to have all these women. No, it's just because relationships are fucking hard. And I be trying to tell you guys, like, you guys be wanting the one so bad. The shit ain't easy. You think you meet one girl and it's just you like each other and y'all going to conquer the world together. Nigga, it's hella shit that go with that, bro. You know what I'm saying? If your girl got a abusive, put it like this. Shit that don't even, when you're in a relationship, shit that don't even have to do with you becomes your problem. Say, me and BC are in a relationship. That's my baby right there, right? So boom, we having a good old time. We going to Jamaica and shit in like 2 weeks, and then come find out her daddy is beating her mama ass. So now BC coming to cry to me about it every day because her mama crying, and she don't want to go to Jamaica no more. Then I just got to chill out because that's her shit. So that's the real reason for me, at least.
Let me tell the reason with me with relationships. I'm not against them, but in this day and age, we need to redefine the roles because of feminism and women wanting to be like men and stuff like that. So here's what I'm saying, right? So I'm going to use myself as an example. I'm a guy that's good looking, got his stuff together, no debt, great job, personality, funny, got a lot going for myself. I live nice and all that. The average woman I come across might have some of that, but not all of that. They'll be pretty, but they're still trying to figure their life out. They're this and that. On average, the women that I meet, I'm the prize, not them. Because the thing is, too, is if we get into a situation, who's going to protect who? I'm going to be the one that has to put my life on the line, even though I'm bringing on paper more value to the table. But I'm supposed to cater to you because you're the woman. My thing is you might need to cater to me because you might not find another cat like me. And I know that because of how the women react to me, that some of these women that I date, because they let me do things with them that they wouldn't let other guys do, even boyfriends of 7-8 years. So with that said, if I'm going to be with the woman, she's going to have to recognize and see my value. It's not just, oh, I'm the woman and I'm the prize. It ain't just Cinderella where I'm just going to come over here and just cater to you. You got to cater to me, because go down the street and find another cat like me. You're going to have to go all the way across the country probably. There ain't that many cats like me. You can call me cocky, but I've earned this position in life. So my thing is I'll commit to you, but what are you bringing to the table? And a lot of women and I notice they're so used to dealing with sucker dudes or whatever that they're not used to being challenged. So my thing is if I'm going to commit to you, what are you going to do for me? And it can't just be, oh, I cook, clean, and look good, because I can do that too. You have to really bring something to the table, because let's just be real. A woman is a bill. So if I'm going to take that liability, that bill on, there has to be a lot of assets to counteract that bill. That's going to be the woman if I'm going to be taking care of her. That's just me.
LDA, where you at with it? Hey, if you a mod, could you please put my my Patreon and my books in the chat, please? I appreciate it, y'all.
And if you're going to be out here fucking like men, especially with that too.
What you got to say, Lawrence?
About relationships. I would say
Oh no,
relationships. Yeah, I would say because I would say relationships. I'm glad both of you guys said that because I think there's a misnomer that men and women have that relationships is easy breezy. It is work. It requires a lot from you. And what happens is, I said this before. I said this yesterday. To play the game, it's going to cost you something, whether you like it or not. So to get into the arena of a relationship or even marriage, it's going to cost you something. And sometimes people don't want to pay the cost for being in a relationship. They want to go to Disneyland and not to reality land of how it really operates and how it really works. It's going to cost you something. And like Trav was just saying, he was explaining his bill of what cost would be for him. And he's measuring up, is it worth it? Alfie just explained he thought what he perceived what his bill is, and is it worth it for him? And so sometimes people do not think of the price it takes to be in a relationship, but there's a price also to be single. Because now if you do want to be in a relationship and you've been single for a long time, that means you have no kind of the relationship skills, or as we would say over here, muscles to maintain a relationship because you don't know how to do it.
Right. And even me, Lawrence, see, I didn't come from that. So it's not normal to me. Like I didn't have no mom and dad in the house. So I never seen it. What's up, Alpha Villains? Hey, y'all make sure in the chat when we finish this video, y'all make sure y'all watch the video yesterday. What up, Harry?
Hey, B had a good question I want to answer, and then I got to go. But she said, where's it? I'm scrolling so I can read it right now. Does a woman having a threesome or train take her out of potential girlfriend wife category?
Thank you for the super chat, True man. I missed that when I was downstairs, bro. My bad. Where is the question at?
It says it's kind of up. I had to scroll up a little bit to find it, but she said, does a woman having a threesome or train take her out of potential girlfriend wife category? So I'll answer for me. Train automatically off the table, bro. Yeah, I ain't gonna be with no woman that had a train ran on her. That's me. Hell no. Yeah. Now,
but hold on. I'm not gonna tell her that though. So the thing is, you got to have a certain type of vibe to get the information. Because if you don't have a certain type of vibe, she's not gonna reveal that she has. So you may have a girl who had that shit happen to her, but if you make it seem like that's gonna disqualify her, she won't tell you. So that's another little key gem.
Now, threesome. When I was younger, yes. Because I was like, well, I don't want my daughter doing that. So no, But as I got older, I realized that most women are bi in one way. They're either bipolar or bi-curious, bro. They're bisexual. So, I mean, with that said, it's like I've changed my mind on that. I will say this, though. If a woman had a threesome and then she's with me and she won't give me a threesome, I'm not probably going to take that serious. You can't have given more of yourself to another guy than me. I got to have a threesome. That's just me. But nah, I mean, if they did that in a relationship and they were like, hey, like, I like girls too, and I want to bring a girl in for us, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. That's cool to me.
Lawrence, you here, Lawrence? Or you walked away?
I'm here. Go ahead.
You remember, now I'm not going to tell him, remember my first quote unquote girl that I had that I showed you, right? The one that was doing the stuff. And remember I showed you, remember I showed you like her family pics and stuff? You think he know that? He don't know that. You can tell from the smile on his face he don't know it. And if y'all can't read behind the lines, y'all don't need to know. But Lawrence, you know what I'm talking about, right?
I know. I remember. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, but if you seen her, you would never even know, bro, that she was doing stuff.
She would never tell either.
I showed this man the pictures of her smiling with the kids. Trav, you don't know what we talking about. If you want me to elaborate with you privately, I will. But or you can put it together yourself. I don't know where you at with it. But I had a girl who was doing stuff, and then, and she was my first little person who I met. And you see her grown now. She just looks hella wholesome and shit. And she was like really with the stuff.
God, almost all of them will be with the stuff if they meet the right guy and you got the right energy, I think.
No, I'm talking about with the stuff. I'm talking about with the stuff.
No, and I believe that. You can't. I used to think because the first two girls
I'm talking about with the R. Kelly stuff we was talking about earlier. I'm talking
right.
about.
No. Because the first two girls that I dated that were bisexual were weird. So I pegged like, oh, like bisexual girls are like weirdos and all that. So I generalized. Then I started meeting other girls who had their stuff together, but they were bisexual. So then it made me change my mind because I was like, well, this chick has more going for her than some of these other straight girls. But so I had to change my mind about that. But nah, bro.
About no BDMS. See, that's why I say y'all think y'all cats be hearing stuff, but y'all don't know what y'all listen to.
But here's the thing.
That's how it be funny. Like y'all be thinking y'all know game, but y'all don't even be knowing.
Here's the thing: a lot of professional women will get down more and do more worse stuff than non-professional women that are kind of housewife-ish or kind of more quote unquote basic career-wise, if you want to say that. Because here's the reason why: women, to be competitive in the corporate environment, have to get outside of their feminine and be masculine. They have to run stuff. A lot of women don't want to be masculine all damn day. They want to get to a point that when they're with a guy, they can quote unquote let their hair down and finally be feminine. So in some ways, they overcompensate for being so quote unquote masculine outside in the corporate world and having to run stuff by when they're with the guy that they can let their hair down with. Now they want you to dominate their ass. They want you to grab them by the hair and throat fuck them. They want you to do crazy stuff because in their whole regular other life, they're outside of their feminine and having to compete with men. But when they get home, they want to feel that man that he knows what he's doing. Hey, and that's the thing. So don't put it like, oh, she's professional, so she don't do that. She might do that more.
I got to cut it short because the brother got to go to work. So just real quick, y'all buy the books and make sure. So if y'all want to do a late night show today, what time? Put a fire sign in the chat. In the chat, put late night session. So if y'all want to do a show tonight, when this video is over, put in the comment section, late night section. If I get 10 comments in there, we'll do a show tonight. And then I'll do an open panel so we cats can come beam up and stuff. So I don't need to be abrupt, but I just look at the time. I got to go. So make sure y'all go to Lawrence D. Adams' channel, my big brother. And y'all don't fucking listen. In the fucking comment section, not this. This is the chat room. This isn't the comment section. This is a chat room, Shannon. No, for real. In the comment section means the video. No, John, look at the fuck. No, this is the chat room. The comment section is the video when it's done.
After it finished, put your comments after this video finished.
No, I he putting it in the chat.
You gotta emphasize it. That's all. You just gotta when this video goes off after it renders, put your comments is that you want to see a late night session. That's what you got to do. It's plain and simple. Peace to y'all.
And hold on. Go to Lawrence D. Adams' channel in 20 minutes. We're gonna have an after party. I'm gonna try to beam up too, Lawrence. Peace, y'all.